Hey my friends, this is Daniel Alley, and today I want to talk with you about 5 signs that you are in a toxic relationship. If you understand exactly what I'm saying in this video, it can change the direction of your life, and it can help you to understand exactly what you need to do to surround yourself with people that you need to be with. So please listen up. The first sign that you are in a toxic relationship is that you give far more than you take. In other words, if you know that you're dealing with someone that is taking far more than they're giving, then that is one of the first signs that you're dealing with a toxic person. Now, whether this is a boyfriend, a girlfriend, a spouse, a family member, friend, a co-worker, whoever it is, if the person is always taking from you, then you gotta ask the question, when are they ever going to give? But if you know that this person is capable of giving far more than they do, then now is time to ask. Now is time to wonder, why aren't they contributing to you as much as you're contributing to them? Look, I'm not saying that you have to be a selfish person. I'm not saying that you have to harangue them and ask them all the time to give. But what I am saying is that if you're in a situation where someone is abusing your kindness, then now is time to make a change. Now is time to ask for help. Now is time to do something different. So if you're in a relationship where they're taking far more than they're giving, then now's the time to make a change. The second sign you're in a toxic relationship is that they're using negative language. They are threatening you. They're insulting you. They're calling you names. They're using their words to destroy you. If you're in a relationship where the person is always using negative words to affect your feelings, then you have to understand that this person is not meant for you. This person is too toxic for you to be around. But especially when you're giving positive energy and they're only returning it back with negative energy. Look, if people are constantly threatening you and they're insulting you and they're calling you names and they're belittling you, then you don't have to be around this person anymore. I don't care if it's your family members. I don't care if it's your spouse. I don't care if it's your neighbors, your co-workers, whoever. If you feel that someone is disrespecting you all the time, then you need to let them know, especially if it's someone that's close to you. If you don't let them know, then they're not gonna know what to change. It's just a guessing game. You need to make it clear that whatever they're calling you, whatever they're saying to you, however they're threatening you, is affecting you. Now, I know some people might think, well, if I confront them, then maybe they might think I'm weak, or maybe they might do it more. My friends, if you are sincere about your ability to convey this information, then they will get the message, and they won't bother you again, because they know that you're serious. But if you don't do it, they're going to continue to harass you. They're going to continue to belittle you. They're going to continue to make you feel like you're inferior. So stand up for yourself and do something that gives you power. I want you to get rid of anyone who makes you feel less than you are. In fact, the third sign that someone is toxic is that they make you feel like a failure all the time. Now, there's a lot of ways that people can make you feel like a failure. One of the biggest ways is to compare you with someone that you're not. If they say that you are not like that person and you feel like you have to be that person, that agitator just made you feel like a failure. They just made you feel inferior because they compared you to someone that you're not, and you're trying to bridge that gap, and it's utterly impossible. It can never be done because you are not who that person is. You are also not who that agitator wants you to be. So if you are being asked to become like another person that you're not, then you'll never be fulfilled in your life. You'll never feel like you're good enough. You'll never feel like you can please the person that you're in a relationship with. Now, there's a lot of ways that people can make you feel like a failure. Sometimes they can cut you off. Sometimes they can shoot down your remarks. Sometimes they can underrate your ideas and make you feel like you're worthless. Sometimes they can one-up you. Every time you say something, they have something bigger and better to say. There's so many tricks that people use, but you have to be aware of how they present their tactics. You cannot be scared of confronting these people who try to manipulate you. You cannot allow them to control your emotions. You have to control your emotions. You have to control your thinking. You have to control the way that you want to be living. So if anyone is disrespecting you and they're treating you the wrong way, then it's time for you to consider and reevaluate the relationship. In fact, one question that I love to ask is, on a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being the highest, how is my relationship with this person right now? And I want to tell you that if you're rating someone and it comes in under 7, then you have to get rid of this person no matter what. At 7, that person is barely tolerable. At 8, the relationship is good. At 9, the relationship is great. And at 10, it's perfect. If it's a 6, that means that this person has some toxicity. If it's a 5, that means that this person is pretty destructive. If it's a 4, it means that this person is intolerable. If it's a 3, that means you better get away from this person. If it's a 2, that means they're trying to kill you. And if it's a 1, that means that they're going to kill you. You need to find yourself around people who are a 10 out of 10. If it's not a 10 out of 10, then you have to do whatever it takes to create a relationship that's a 10 out of 10. But make sure it starts at 7. Even a 6 can be workable at times. Now I'm going to tell you that no matter what the number is, it can be workable if that person has a tremendous change in their heart. Even if it's a 4 or 6 or 2, if that person sees something different in their heart and in your eyes, then they are going to do something that will be a big surprise. So don't lose hope on people, but understand that people can change, but most likely they will not. If you're someone that has a lot of potential and you have a great trajectory to success, and you know that you're going to do something great, then you can't surround yourself with anything less than an 8. Because you are meant to achieve greatness. You are meant to think higher. You are a person chosen by God to be the greatest. And so you cannot afford to surround yourself with people that want to make you feel inferior. Surround yourself with people who make you feel superior about yourself and about where you're going in life. If you do so, then you will always have the opportunity to expand, to grow, and to provide to people who need you the most. The 4th sign that you're in a toxic relationship is that the other person is making you do things that you don't want to do. They're forcing you to do the unwanted. Maybe it's a set of sexual acts that you don't want to do. Maybe they're putting you in danger. They're sending you to a place that you don't feel comfortable being in. Maybe they're asking you to make sacrifices that have an impact on your mental health. Whatever it is that they're asking you to do, understand that you have a choice to say no. You have the ability to fully reject their offer. Don't let anyone force you to do something that you don't want to do, especially if you know that it's going to lead you in the wrong direction. There's so many people who get brainwashed and manipulated and coerced to do something that they know is wrong. They know deep down that what they're doing is not going to help people, but yet they do it anyways because they're willing to cross their own value system, which God placed within their heart. Now, if you know that you have standards, if you know that you have a greater vision, then you're not going to cross the line in your heart. You're not going to allow yourself to transgress that which you know. You're going to trust the Almighty. You're going to believe in yourself. You're going to know that you have other options available to you. So if you're forced to do something that you know you're not supposed to do, make sure to get out of this relationship. And if you feel like this person is controlling this relationship where you can't get any help, then it's time to run away. It's time to make a change. It's time to do something so extreme that it will leave the other person in shock. My friends, save yourself before someone else destroys you. You only have one life, so make sure to live your best life ever. And the 5th sign that you're in a toxic relationship is that you're always dealing with someone who is selfish. If you're dealing with someone that's selfish, most likely you're going to be arguing and fighting all the time. I'm sure you've seen relationships where people are always in a fight. They're always bickering about something so small. Selfishness creates chaos because when 2 people get together and one person is selfish, the selfish person will always want to get their way, even if it's not done the right way. And that will cause a conflict. There's so many times where people have these conflicts that they don't know how to overcome. They don't know how to deal with. They don't know how to talk it through because they cannot see why they need to work it out. But if you're dealing with someone that's always in a conflict, always has selfish desires, always wants their own way and no other option, then you need to make sure that this person knows that they're being selfish. Because sometimes they don't know that. Sometimes they're blinded. They can't see. They don't know the mistakes they're making. They're taking the relationship for granted because they don't know any better. But you have to unlock their minds by showing them how they've been. Show them the antics that you've been seeing from them. You know, selfish people can't see through other people's eyes. because they're so concerned about their own eyes, their own visions, their own desires. But if you allow them to see a little bit of what you've been seeing in their behavior, then they're going to be shocked. They're going to be surprised. They're going to be astounded by how negative they've been. They're not even going to believe that they've been like that the whole time. And you have to comfort them and show them, hey, look, that is how you've been. That is the character you've been portraying all this time. So my friends, I just gave you 5 signs that you're in a toxic relationship. If you understand this video, please type yes in the comment section below. Also, share this video with someone who really needs it, even if it's that toxic person that you're dealing with. My friends, this is Daniel Alley. Subscribe to my YouTube channel, hit that notification button, and please follow me on all the other social media networks. I look forward to connecting with you and watching you become the best version of yourself. I'll see you guys on the next video. Bye-bye.